And now the Hansons and Hiatus podcast with Nate and Alexis.
Happy Friday, fuckers. It is episode 135 of the Hansons on Hiatus podcast. I'm your host, Nate. This is my wife, Alexis.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
And don't forget to support the podcast. buymeacoffee.com/Hansons on Hiatus. You can buy some virtual beers.
You will happily chug them.
I will. And you'll sip them.
I will sip.
And I might drink the rest of yours.
Sometimes you help me out.
I do. And you can visit hansonsonhiatus.com. I got all the links to the podcast. We have the merch shop up there with all kinds of different t-shirts, tank tops, hats, cell phone cases, everything.
Stickers, pillows, weird stuff, posters, and
diaphragms.
None of those.
Okay, those are coming soon.
Get your Halloween stuff. It's coming up.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And Dia de Muertos.
That's right. hansonsonhiatus.com. Also there, you can sign up to be a monthly Fucky supporter if you'd like to support the podcast. More than just a couple virtual beers. If you want to just, do a one-stop shop, you don't have to keep doing it every month, and you want to support the podcast, you enjoy the stories and what we're doing, and you just want to keep it going. I would greatly appreciate it. You can be a little fucky for $1 a month. You can be a medium fucky for $5 a month, or you can be a big old fucky for $10 a month.
And we love all our fuckies, paid and free, big and small.
That is true. That is true. We want to thank some of our paid fuckies. We want to thank Justin Harper, Jose, Sydney, Luis, Mandy, Spandex, Thor, Brian P, Antonio, Chrissy, Christina, Stephanie, Kimberly, Tom, Miss Nikki D, Melissa, Eric, and Lindsay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We appreciate all of you.
We sure do. We sure do. And like, follow, share, subscribe, Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, iTunes, YouTube Music at Hansons on Hiatus.
We be there.
We be everywhere. Almost everywhere. If you have, we usually say this, but if you have another app that you're using to listen, let us know, and or you'd like to use to listen. Like if you listen to your other podcasts on some other kind of weirdo app that we're not on, let us know, and we will get ourselves on there.
Yeah, there's so many out there now.
I know.
But these are like the core ones.
That's why all the like cheesy advertisements are always like, or wherever you get your podcasts, or wherever you listen to your podcasts.
Where do you listen to your podcasts?
Because there's just so many. It's like, you don't even know what to say. But so it is Friday. It is Friday.
Friday. Is it Friday?
It is Friday. But we are recording this on Wednesday, and this is actually the 2-year anniversary of our pug Tiger's passing.
Yes, Tiger Bettis Crosby, Manius Hanson.
I know.
We miss you.
So
2 years. Dang.
Yeah, and I hate to. I mean, I don't hate to keep bringing it up. I hope people aren't like, oh my god, they're posting about it again.
Yeah, your dog died. We know.
Yeah.
our dog died too.
Yeah,
we get it.
Yeah. But it's the anniversary, so all I do is just share some stories, or like Instagram stories of some fun videos that we did with him and stuff like that.
He's so cute, and he had such an adventurous life. I think it's great to share. And actually, I was thinking about him. I didn't even realize the date, and my mom was thinking about him this week too. She's like, I don't know why. And I'm like, it's the anniversary.
Oh yeah. But yeah, that's basically all we do is just share some stories now. Like last year, we woke up with the sunrise, and we watched the sunrise on the beach where we used to take Tiger to the beach all the time, and we spread his ashes with our other dog Pharaoh, so that was very therapeutic last year.
Yeah,
so I feel like this year was easier, it just keeps getting easier.
It is. It gets easier, and we have another beast.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and then we have Kimonito, which is a combination between Tiger and Pharaoh.
We swear he's reincarnated because he's got like the spicy, talk back, adventurous, fast of Pharaoh, and then he's got like the cute little pugginess of Tiger, and he has like a weird little kind of right hand like Tiger did too.
He has a little like Dr. Evil finger.
Yeah, he's like his pinky is tiny. It's a tiny pinky.
Yeah, I felt it. I feel like he's like missing a knuckle or something.
Yeah.
Right?
We didn't even notice it until he started getting bigger, and we noticed, hey, your one pinky's a little bit shorter than the other one, but it's so cute, and it's so funny that it's on the right hand, and Tiger had a lot of problems with his right paw or right hand.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so do you think it doesn't like impede him at all, right? Because he runs fast, and I don't think it bothers him.
I think if he was missing a leg, it still wouldn't.
Yeah, true.
He's
Good
like
point.
Full force, very strong, very fast.
Well, like they say people, like if you lose your pinky toe, like you have to learn how to re-walk and stuff. Because because even though, I don't know, this is just what I've heard. I've never lost any toes yet.
Yeah. Thank
But
God.
yeah, I've heard that you have to like almost relearn how to walk because your pinky toe, even though it's a little baby toe, it has so much to do with your balance, like holding, the outside of your foot or whatever, that like it's you have to like relearn how to like walk correctly.
That's crazy. I wonder if it's like if you just missing a little bit or if you're like the whole side's like cut off.
Yeah, I don't know. And I mean, hey, it might not even be true. It's just like one of those things I've always heard.
True.
So
I just hit my pinky toe on stuff and it hurts. I'm like, why do I need you?
yeah, it does definitely. Ugh, God, I hate it. I can just feel it like, I get the shivers. But yeah, this weekend, not super eventful.
Okay, I was like, I knew you were gonna say that.
Well, my parents are in town. I think we maybe discussed that last episode. And last episode, you probably heard I was quite sick.
Yes.
And you were sick, and then
I got you sick.
I assume you got me sick. And then, my parents were here, and so we were just kind of like, stay away. So for the first 5 days they were here, like, I didn't really see them a lot.
Yeah, you really
Except
did.
for my mom that came in, into the apartment, and I was like, stay back, because I didn't want to get her sick. And then she got sick. So, I should have stayed back.
She's doing better now. You're doing better now. I like knocked it out in 48 hours. I don't know what I did to knock it out in 48 hours, but it was quick and miserable.
It was weird because I don't normally get headaches, but that was like my major symptom. Obviously, I was like a little stuffy. Not at first though. I was just, I just had a splitting headache.
Yeah,
so
the
I
headache was bad, and I just felt like droopy, like really lethargic and super tired. And
yeah, just hard to think and everything. So,
but I know you're sick when you have a headache because you really don't get headaches.
Yeah,
so.
and I just couldn't do anything. And sometimes like when I always think I feel better if I get a little high when I'm, sick. But for some reason, I feel like getting high makes me stuffier.
Yeah.
When I'm sick, and I don't smoke when I'm sick because it's bad for your throat or whatever. So I'll eat like a gummy or some kind of edible or something.
Yeah.
But then when it kicks in, it clogs up my sinuses. So I wonder if it's the edibles or some kind of inflammatory thing where it
Maybe,
swells up your nose or something like that. I don't know.
Don't
But
blame
yes,
the gummies.
yeah. So we're on the mend.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing better,
We
as
are.
you can see.
Feeling great.
So we felt well enough. God, I can't remember what day did we take Kemonito to the beach? Was it Friday? Was it last Friday?
Yeah, in the morning. Well, maybe it was Saturday morning, because we went before everybody. Yeah, it was. Was it Saturday morning?
Yeah, because I worked Friday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we took him in the morning, and then we went back to the beach later with some friends, but it was Saturday morning.
Yeah. So I was like, let's go in the morning, because I keep seeing these pictures of the beach, and it looks beautiful in the morning. And I wonder, is it something to do with the tides or something? Because even just going to the beach, we noticed that as well. Like, if you there's whole different groups of beach people. Like, there's morning beach people, there's midday beach people, and then there's evening beach people.
Yeah, and night.
Yeah, and night. Yeah, true. And night beach people. I'm more of a midday beach person.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get there 10 or 11, spend like 3 or 4 hours in the heat of the day. The beach looks beautiful because it's like all the colors of the ocean and stuff. So it's like kind of turquoise and blues and everything.
Gotta have the colors.
Yeah, and but I notice like when I see videos of people that go in the morning, they go paddle boarding or they do yoga or there's swim clubs or there's like the shaman people.
Yeah,
like all these
ice bath people.
Yeah, the ice bath people. But I always see like it looks just gorgeous. It's like glass, like it's just like super flat, and it's just psh, psh, and the waves are coming in and stuff. But then towards like the midday, it gets a little bit more like wavy, and then by like 3 or 4, it's like waves coming in. So do you think
it is the tide?
tides?
And it's like the boats around us too, because we have like fishing boats, and then down we have the ferry boats, and people are renting jet skis and stuff. So I feel like it gets everything moving, and then by 3-4 o'clock, there's waves and all that stuff. So it's like a cycle throughout the day. But yeah, it's and first thing in the morning, it's just so smooth.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
So
untouched.
Yeah, so I was like, I've been seeing videos, and I was like, oh, it looks amazing. And we want Kemonito to get better at swimming and just going into the water without us dragging his ass in there.
Yeah.
So I thought like if it's, that very smooth glass, like no waves, no wake or whatever at all, that would be a good time to take him so he could just like walk right in, because I think the waves kind of freak him out because he's still tiny.
Yeah. He's like, ooh, what is that?
So we took him, what was it, like 8 o'clock? It wasn't super early.
No, like 8:30. Yeah, 8 o'clock.
And he had the best fucking time.
He had the best day ever.
Yeah,
he was going crazy.
If you follow us on Instagram or him on Instagram at Kemonito the Pug, KEMO INTO.
Yes.
The pug. I was like, wait, did I spell this? Yeah. So if you follow Que Monito the pug on Instagram, and you maybe saw some of the stories we posted, he was just frolicking, and it's funny because it's shallow, and then there's a little dip, and then it goes out, and so he was like jumping around in the water, and then he fell down the dip,
He'd be like, "Whoa."
and he swims like Pharaoh swims.
Yeah.
Like Tiger used to swim like a little pug boat.
Yeah.
And he just like his tail would be flapping back and forth.
He's very like buoyant. He had the
because he's thicker.
double coat and a lot thicker.
And like I always say, Pharaoh swims to not die.
Yes.
Or he did.
Yeah.
And he's, splashing around like, if you had him in the water, he's scratching you and
Pharaoh
shit.
had like very long like stick arms, so he doesn't have like the little muscles that Tiger does. So he's just like
Yeah. Exactly. So, he would like go down Que Monito would go down that little kind of lip, and when he got into the water where he couldn't touch, he does that swim where he's like,
He looked at me a couple of times, like when he did that dip, and looked back like, help! And I'm freaking out because I'm like, you're gonna drown. I'm like, oh, you're in like 2 feet of water. You're okay.
Yeah,
but
and that's
mom instincts. I'm like, save him.
Yeah, and I did, and I went up to him and I was like, no, he's right here. He's making his way back towards the beach. I'm gonna let him figure it out. And when he got to the water, to the shore, he was fine. He wasn't like, oh my god, what just happened? Like he looked, not startled or anything.
I will say that for a puppy, for an almost 5-month-old puppy, he does not freak out when he falls or like into the water, any of that. He's not like, oh my gosh, no more water ever again. He's like, let's try it again. I'm like, yay. Like, I'm so glad he's not scared. Same thing with the stairs. He had a little tumble, different things. He's just like, let's do it again. Like, okay.
Yeah, raised him right.
Yeah.
But then he did actually get in and swim. I think he swam out to you a little bit. I mean, not super far, a couple feet or something.
He did. Well, he saw me going in, and he's like, don't leave me, Mom. Where are you going?
Yeah. So yeah, he was, and just he's so fast, like just running up and down the beach. So yeah, I want to get him to do those like the dog obstacle courses where he's like jumping through hoops and over fucking poles and shit.
He's like a little show pony. I think he could be on like the what's the thing we watch? The Super Bowl, like the halftime show. They have the Puppy Bowl.
Oh, Puppy Bowl.
They do all the different things.
What's that Super Bowl halftime show thing that you do every year?
Puppy Bowl. Or maybe that's not the one. What's the one with the obstacle courses? Like the
I don't think that's the Puppy Bowl is like the dogs playing a football game. I think.
True.
But yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's like it's not the Westminster thing because that's like the show, right?
Oh,
or do they do tricks also?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway,
we all know what we're talking about.
He needs an obstacle course, little hoops to run around, stairs to go up and down. He could do it all.
Yeah,
he really could.
Exactly. So, and he swims just like his mom. His mom, Penelope, swims the same way. Just slapping the water, slapping a base.
Oh my gosh!
And then he also bites at the sand. Like soon as he touches the sand, you can see him. He like geeks out a little bit, and he's like,
as soon as our shoes, like our flip flops, hit it and it flies up, he's like,
Yeah. We gotta take him off the leash and just let him go. Boom, just run.
I know. We need a more remote area.
Yeah, but this is also the time of year where a lot of our friends come back into town.
Yeah, our seasonal friends are coming back.
Yeah, it's like we're the people that never left college or never left our hometown, and then the friends that went to college are coming back.
Yay! We're like, hey, please.
Yeah, so a lot of people up north obviously come back down during the winter or when it starts to get cooler out or whatever. So one of our, and I think we've talked about this before, we don't have a ton of couples friends.
Yeah, like married friends.
Yeah, married friends. Yeah.
Or even couples. Like that's
yeah,
fine.
yeah, or even like dating or whatever. Because I don't know what it is, but I guess like we're in a touristy area and it can be a seasonal type of area, and people are very migratory where they come in for a few months and they leave or whatever. I don't feel like this is like a couple, like not a lot of people do what we've done. And as a married couple say, hey, let's move to another country, unless...
Or at least not our age. We see a lot of older married couples here, but not somebody we want to go to the bar with.
Yeah, but a lot of single female travelers or, like we have a lot of girl friends that from the States or Canada or whatever that just come down for the 6 months or whatever, and they kind of hang out here.
Playa is like all women. If anybody is looking for a girlfriend, it's gonna be all women one day. Remember, our building was pretty much all women besides you and Ryan at one point. We're just like, Playa is full of girls.
Yeah. Well, and it's very few. I mean, there's single dudes that come down here too, but there's not a ton, I feel like.
Yeah, this is like I think it's a very
well, it's a safe, like
it's a safe area
because it's not
beach
well, not even safe area, but just it's a safe being a immigrant in another country, as far as like it's only 2 hours away from, Florida, or an hour and a half from Florida or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's an easy thing. It's not like moving to Australia and it takes, 12 hours to get there and back and go see your family. So I think a lot of women feel comfortable coming here because it's close. And then also there's all the kind of the health things, there's yoga and breath work thingies and what else do they, you know what I mean? Like the wellness type of people.
Yeah. The healing,
sound healing and
all that stuff.
Yeah,
anything healing.
Yeah.
Is here.
But we have a couple friend that comes down they're from Vancouver, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Zach and Nancy, and we met them last year, I believe. And
around little like before Halloween, October, I think.
Yeah, true.
This is
yeah.
our 1 year anniversary, Zach and Nancy.
Yeah. But I can't remember how long they came down last time, but they're here for 6 months this time.
Yeah, they're like, we're staying longer this time.
Yeah, and we have a lot in common with them, so it's really cool to like have like a couple that we can hang out with, and they don't have any kids. They have an older Chihuahua, Mia, so like we've been there with having a dog and an older dog at that.
Yeah.
We have a lot in common, and they're actually retired. Like they retired from like the not military. What am I thinking? Law enforcement. Yeah. So so they got all the time in the world, and they can come and hang out with us and do some fun things. But they invited us to go to Costco, which this is adulting.
Super excited.
Yeah. And so we're like, hell yeah, because like we don't have you can use your U.S. Costco membership, but we just haven't had one because Costco is in Cancun, and we don't have a car, so it wouldn't really make sense for us to have one. Right. And there's a Sam's Club here, but we don't really go there.
Kind of far too. We need
it's not too far, but it's just not like super convenient for us. But anyway, so like we haven't been to Costco in quite a while, so I was like, fuck, let's go, right? Yeah. And it was a weekday. Yeah. It was a school night.
It was a school night.
So they picked us up in their rental car, and we drove up to Cancun and went to Costco. So that was pretty fun. I can't remember what we got. We got like big bag of chicken, cheese.
I got feta.
Of course.
Got Greek olives. I was so excited.
Yeah, toothpaste. Like 5 fucking rolls of tubes of toothpaste.
Yes, 5 rolls of that, and paper towels.
Yeah, we got like 50 rolls of paper towels.
I don't remember what else we got. We got a lot of stuff though. We spent like 4,000 pesos, I think.
Ground turkey.
Oh,
I haven't even seen ground turkey, like
No.
at least at the grocery stores we've been going to.
And ground meat. I love that we came home. We're like food prepping already, like sectioning things off. Like this is a pound. This is a pound. This is a pound.
Yeah, we got like a big thing of like 5 pounds of ground beef, and I was chopping it up into pounds, and you were putting it in plastic bags, freezing it up.
Like, look at us.
Yeah, so it was super fun. And then
a lot of bang for a buck.
Yes, it was. And then we went to the Costco like little food area. I didn't really go to Costco's a lot in the States.
Yeah.
Is it basically the same stuff, like the hot dog?
They're known for that $1.50 hot dog, the slice of pizza. They have a torta here. That was new.
Yeah.
I don't know I can't remember what sandwiches and stuff they'd have at home, but the ice cream too. Like
I didn't get. They got the ice cream like twice. I should have got some of that.
I know. I was like, if I eat ice cream right now, I'm gonna need a nap. I don't know how you're gonna go shopping next after pizza and ice cream.
Yeah, but it was so efficient. I don't know how it is in the States, but like they have these little like kind of terminals. You go up there and you click what you want, and you pay for it right there, and then you go over and you just wait for them to call your number.
It was the most efficient thing I've ever seen in Mexico.
Yeah.
Was the Costco.
Yeah.
We're like, we're going to be here forever for a piece of pizza. Nope. Pretty quick.
Yep.
Very quick.
But then on the way back, we wanted to go to the outlet mall. And this is like a brand new outlet mall. It's like pretty dead. I mean, it's a very nice mall.
It's huge. And it's got everything from like the Miniso cheapy store to like Balenciaga and Coach and Armani and like everything in between. So it's kind of weird. It's a beautiful mall, but it's big and nobody's there.
Yeah. So, and while we're walking around the outlet mall, there's like this barcade, and we've never really been in there. But so I was like, oh, hey, you guys got to check this place out. So we go inside, and they have laser tag and mini golf and rock climbing,
axe throwing,
and batting cages and mini golf,
laser tag, and all the things.
And they also have go-karts inside. And so Zach was like, oh, we got to do these.
He looked so happy. He's like, can we do the go-karts?
Yeah. So we're getting ready. We were watching the video. They give us these little like do-rag things to put on our heads to go underneath the helmet.
Like a head condom.
Yeah, and we're looking like damn ISIS over here. Like I was like, I don't know if I want this picture getting out. So we get in the carts, and We start to go, and they're slow as fuck.
I know. And Zach was like, I hope they're not slow. And we're like, how fast could they be here inside? But they were pretty slow.
Yeah. And then we realized it wasn't they were slow. They were just getting us ready to go to the big game, the race. And as soon as we get on the track, we're gunning it. And they go actually pretty fast, right?
I was scared because I'm driving by myself. I'm just like, the whole time screaming in my helmet.
Yeah, so it has like it's a double layer track. You're going up and down and everything, and they have a photographer that's all around the track taking like professional photos and everything.
So cool.
Yeah, super cool. And we get the photos back, and Nancy's looking like a badass Princess Jasmine.
Yes.
Zach's looking like a veteran like NASCAR driver, and here we are looking like fucking Tweedledee and Tweedledum, and we're like,
We're the 80s kids, like,
yeah, we didn't look too photogenic because I was just cheesing hard and they were looking all cool.
I'm like, no way I look cool in any of this. My little head condom and my helmet that it was heavy. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, and we had like a neck brace and everything. Yeah. It was wild.
It was wild for just, that's what scared me, the helmet and the neck brace and all that stuff. And then you get in the car, I'm like, okay, it's not so bad.
And they had all the, like, you had to watch this video and there was all these different, if they're waving the red flag, then it means this, and the blue flag and the green flag. And then
it's all in Spanish. And we're like, I can get along. I can understand, but I already forgot as soon as they showed us.
Just having a sign would have sufficed.
Or
they
like
could just
put a little sticker on my car, to say like red. She's waving the blue flag already. I'm like, I don't remember what the blue flag means. So I'm just gonna slow down.
Yeah, I remember that one. It meant something about the track, and I thought it was like somebody had like spun out or something, but I think they were saying we were getting too close to each other, or somebody was like trying to pass you or something. I don't
want
know.
to pay for one of those go-karts.
No, definitely not. So, but it was really fun. Super good time.
Really fun. I laughed a lot. It really hurt my hands.
Yeah,
it was very hard to turn, and I have a newfound respect for race car drivers because if it's that times 20, oh my god.
Oh yeah. Well, and it was like since the course like went up and down, when you're turning, like you're not just turning around a corner, you're like going up and turning and down and turning, and it was hard.
I would suggest them to get some music, either in like my helmet or like for everyone to hear, because you just hear like squeak, 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 squeak. I'm like, is that me or somebody else?
Yeah, exactly. So really good time. Had a lot of fun on a school night.
We need to take more friends back to the barcade.
Yeah.
I was like trying to think of the word. I love that word too, barcade.
Yeah. Is that a thing? I just said that.
I don't know. You were like, hey, look at this barcade. I was like, you're a genius. That's a good word.
I probably heard it somewhere, but I'll take credit. Okay, so I have another question for you. One of our friends found a dog at work and took it home because, it's like, I don't know, just came up to her at work or whatever, and she didn't want to leave it out by itself.
Yeah.
And to me, it looks like it's maybe somebody's dog. Whether, I don't know if it's abandoned, if it was somebody, somebody's that just got out or whatever, because it looked very, like the coat looked clean. It didn't look like a street dog.
And there's a lot of dogs here. People just let their dogs out for the day to say like, we'll see you after work.
Or they escape and, whatever.
Yeah.
So she took it home and, fed it and everything like that. And I was like, oh, have you like posted it in the groups or whatever? Because there's all these like lost and found dog groups, which it kind of is detrimental to itself because I think I'm in at least 5 of them in Playa. Wow. So it's like kind of hard because if you're in one and not in the other one, are you not going to see the dog and stuff like that? But in like your opinion, what do you do like to try to find the owner of a dog? Yeah. Because we had another girl that used to live in our building like maybe 3 years ago, and she found, I can't remember what it was, like a yeah, but it was like a Malamute or something like that.
Yeah, like a fluffy, fuzzy dog.
Yeah, and it didn't look stray. And she ended up taking it home to Canada. Yep. And all was in the back of her head. We're like, that was somebody's fucking dog. You just basically took home.
It was so good and well behaved and trained. We were like, this has to be someone's dog. And she's just like, well, didn't have a collar or a chip, so what can I do?
Yeah.
Like, okay.
So what do you think we would do, or what should we do if we did find a dog that seemed like it was not a stray or, abandoned or something?
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard here because there's not a lot because we're in the city, but you do see them around. If If I was going to bring home every dog I saw while living in Mexico, we would probably have like 20 dogs by now in the
I
4
know.
years. So
Yeah.
you can't bring everyone home, but we usually run back out and like bring them some food. We always have dog food or a little cup of water or something. So I don't know. I would post in the groups. I would maybe, if I had a car, they have a car, so I would maybe take it to a vet, see if you can scan for a chip.
Oh, good.
Start
good
there. And then, post in the Facebook groups. But I don't like our tiny apartment. We couldn't take a dog in, but they have a house situation. So maybe they thought it'd be easier to just take them home. But, I don't know. It would feel weird if they had a collar or something. Obviously,
Which it did, I think.
Did it have like a little no tag or anything?
Yeah,
right,
I don't
with its
think so.
name?
Yeah, the hard thing and I'm more asking about like what steps would we take to try to reunite it with the family?
Yeah, I would Facebook groups try to take it to check its chip. That's the number one thing. But I know a lot of people here don't do that. They don't microchip their dogs. So.
Yeah, well, it's fucking expensive. Like, do
Yeah.
you remember how much ours was? I feel like it was like $80 or $90 or something.
Yeah.
Which isn't like insanely
No.
expensive, but for like a lot of people, that's a lot of money.
I think that's what I paid in the U.S. too, is a couple $100.
Oh yeah, I'm
100
not
or
saying
two.
it's more expensive here. I'm just saying like
Right.
in general, it's
Yeah.
not a cheap thing to do.
True.
Which is crazy. Like you think that would be something that would make sense to make cheaper if
Yeah.
possible. Because why is it so expensive? Because they're not like GPS sensors. You know, it's
Yeah.
not like you can track where the dog is. So like what is so expensive about it? It's literally just an RFID chip that you can scan.
Maybe it's like, I mean, it's so teeny tiny. It's like a piece of rice. So maybe
It wasn't
whatever
that tiny. I mean, when we
True.
got Camonitos, I was like, damn.
whatever
It's
it's
big.
made out of has to be safe enough to be implanted in their skin for 15, 20 years, and not cause a problem. So I don't know. It must just be very, very,
You know,
it's very
well, and
expensive
it's also
product.
it's a medical procedure, so that's
True.
probably why it gets jacked up too. But yeah, so like I just feel like you need to, at least the people I've seen, other people that have found dogs, post in all of the groups
Mhm.
multiple times. Maybe put up some flyers like around the area.
Yeah.
So at least if somebody else sees it and says, "Oh, that looks like
Yeah.
Hector's dog" or something like that. Because I just hate. I always think of like, we talked about tiger passing and stuff like that. We've talked about before. Like, can you imagine if Tiger or Pharaoh got out and we just never saw him again? Because that happens to a lot of people where it's
Yeah.
like, it's not that they don't want their dog. They literally just cannot find their dog.
Yeah.
And it maybe is growing up in a house a mile away or something
I know.
for years. And you'll just never know. You just never knew that your dog is somewhere so close to you, but you couldn't do anything about it to find it.
I know. That'd be so sad. And we, like you said, you're in all the groups. There's always pugs getting out all the time, and you'll like match up people. And I think the weird, like not weird, but inconvenient part about our area is it is so walkable. So dogs, you'll be like, oh, I lost my dog on 38th and 5th, but then it's already all the way down on 1st and 5th. It's just, following people, following food smells. And then it's like, oh, we found this dog down here. So it's maybe they're like, oh, I saw a black dog, but that can't possibly be Nate's black dog
Yeah.
because it was all the way down on the other side of Playa.
And a lot of the street dogs that are, and not every one of them, but mutt dogs, I guess, or like, mixed dogs.
Mm.
A lot of them look very similar.
Yeah.
That kind of like wiry, like they might be brown or black, but they have that kind of just standard dog look.
We have like 3 friends, like Ryan and Louie, Kelly and Canella, and then like there's another one we know. Their dogs all look the same. We know them, so we know the difference between them, but they have that same kind of black, brown, not a husky, but like a German Shepherd kind of looking dog. And there's a lot of those around here. So every time I see Canella, I'm like, oh, Louie. Oh, no, wait. That's, you could mistake one for the other.
Yeah.
Easily.
So, and then the other thing I was kind of questioning is like, do you take it to a shelter or like a rescue shelter or not? Because,
Yeah.
I think in the States, before you can even take it to a rescue shelter, you have to take it to the Pound or something? Or I mean, not the Pound.
ASPCA?
Yeah, like what's the one that when we found that dog by the Chattahoochee
Oh,
and we took it to all those places and they would not take them because legally you have to take them to, maybe it's the ASPCA. No, it's like it was like the Fulton County Animal Rescue League or something like that. There's like each county has one. And you had to take it there, and they have to keep it for like 2 weeks to give the owner an option or an opportunity to go there. Because if you just took it to some random,
Yeah.
rescue or whatever, then the owner would never know where it's at. So you got to take him
This
to,
is the meeting point.
yeah.
2 weeks seems like a long time. Like, you missing your dog or not? Hurry up.
Yeah, but you might, I mean, I didn't know that that's the rules, so,
Yeah.
or like that's the law. So maybe it takes somebody a while to like find somebody to go, oh no, you have to go here to find your
True.
dog or whatever. But so that's what I would also contemplate is like, do you take it to a rescue here? But then it might just be in a kennel for, who knows how long. And if they never get adopted out, maybe you could have kept it and given it a good life, but you also don't want to keep it and have the owner not find it because it's not in a kennel where somebody could go find it.
True.
You know?
I mean, they could take it and be like, if no one claims him, call me, I will come back,
Yeah.
or you think they would just say like, oh, we'll take pictures and fill out paperwork and all that. We don't want to take on the burden of another dog because all these shelters already have so many dogs. Take it home, and then we'll let you know if someone calls for him,
Yeah.
and that you could be a little foster home.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, I don't know. Here is really hard because you want to take all the dogs off the street, but you just can't. And a lot of them don't even want to. A lot of the street dogs, you're like, come here, I'll save your life. And they're like, I'm good out here.
Yeah, the street dogs are like, I don't give a fuck. I know, like they're on a mission. They don't want you to pet them. They don't even want you to feed them. They're like, I'm going somewhere. I got an appointment. I got somewhere to be.
They do. They have their spots where they go. They look both ways before they cross the street. They're very smart. They adapted very well down here.
Yeah, so I hope I don't know. She posted in like one group, I think. So I hope that somebody sees it, that knows somebody else that is missing it. But yeah,
maybe you should just be a above and beyond friend and take her post and post it in the other ones for her, because I don't think she's a very tech savvy person, and you are, so it'd probably be easier for you to just like copy paste in all the groups.
Yeah, I just don't want to offend her and be like, have her see it and be like, oh, you
true.
thought I wasn't good enough at this to do it myself, or you're trying to get rid of my dog for me.
Oh, true. Yeah. She might want to keep it, but I'd be like, I'm just trying to help.
Yeah, it's somebody's
reunite her
dog.
owner.
Yeah, like what if they're not in any of these groups and they have no idea? Like you got to post it in multiple groups, put up a sign, do something, put a fucking ad out in the newspaper, I guess.
Newspaper.
Yeah, there definitely needs to be a better system at like reconnecting dogs with people.
I know with Tiger, there was some, like with his microchip in the US, they gave me this pamphlet and it had Snoopy on it. And it was called like Locate Home or Dog Home or something like that, generic. Right. But it was a national database besides the chip. So you could actually look online. Hey, in your area, your zip code, whatever, Tiger's missing, and this is what he looks like. This is the most up-to-date photo and information of him. And you pay, I think it was like $20 a year. So I would always update him, but you would update your address. So, hey, anyone in, the Fulton County area, he's missing, and they would get an alert if they are signed up for it. So,
oh, yeah. I think there's something like that with like those geotags, like with air tags or the tile. Mm-hmm. Like you can say like, hey, even with like your laptop, or like, hey, this is lost. So if it pings anybody nearby that has one, it'll say, hey, your laptop's nearby or whatever. So I think they can do the same thing with dogs.
Maybe we should get Kimonito one of those harnesses with the geotag in it, or a collar, because he's crazy.
Yeah.
And he might.
I just don't even know how this happens with people, to be honest, because like Tiger was never out of our sight. I guess if he like was a runner and he just fucking took off, but like, how are dogs always getting out of people's apartments? Like here or houses or backyards or whatever. Like here in our apartment building, our friend that's a good dog owner.
Yeah.
Somehow his dog got out of his apartment, and then the front door that has a door code, he got out of that. Like somebody like opened the door and let him out or something, and he was like wandering around the street like 2 blocks over.
I know. I think he said like he didn't shut his door enough, so then Louis kind of kicked it open, and but someone let him out of the building, and he was just wandering around.
Yeah. Yeah. So Oh, and then the other thing I saw real quick is I can't remember if it's in the States or if it's here in Mexico, but vets' offices will have like the chip, like a scanner outside of the office. So even when they're closed, you can take the dog up to it and scan it like the price check at the fucking grocery store.
Great. Just like, take him to Shadrawi. Beep, beep.
Beep, beep. Oh, well, 2.5 pounds.
He's free.
Oh, yeah. But anyway, so this weekend, what do we have? I think so. We are going to Oktoberfest at Club de la Cerveza. Woo-hoo. At one of our beer bars that we go to, and then we're going over to our friend Wanda's house in Cozumel, and she does an Oktoberfest where she makes schnitzel and what else? Spatzel
and the red cabbage.
Yeah, and all the stuff. We've been doing that with her for like since we moved here.
Yeah.
Remember the first place we lived in, the little Airbnb? I remember having a little to-go container of her food in that little tiny fridge.
We were so thankful for just like some homemade food because
Yeah.
we really couldn't cook. We could cook at our place, but you couldn't really cook a meal, like a good meal there. So
Yeah.
it was nice. We were like, yay.
Yeah, it was nice. So yeah, we're doing that.
It's going to be an Oktoberfest weekend.
It is. And it's funny, you know, Oktoberfest is already done in Germany.
Oh.
Yeah, it was over was last weekend, like the 5th
I know it starts in September, but I thought it at least went till mid-October.
No, it's like 2 weeks.
Oh.
It starts at like the last weekend in September or something, and I think it ended like the 4th or 5th.
So the Helen, Georgia Oktoberfest goes longer than the real Oktoberfest in Germany.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah, let me see.
They're like, let's keep it going for 2.5 months long. That's crazy. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
it was September 20th through October 5th.
Wow.
Yeah.
Short
But
and sweet.
I heard, I don't know, did you see any videos from it this year?
No.
So, you know, I don't really know. I've never been. I don't know a lot about it. I know there's these giant fest halls,
Tents.
like the big tents and everything,
Yeah.
and you have to get, now I think you got to get tickets to get into these tents because they're so big.
Probably.
They were shutting down a lot of them.
Oh.
And just to get into the Oktoberfest area because there were so many people there. It was like insanity.
Yeah.
Like it looked like fucking Astro World.
Oh my
Like it was
God.
like people were gonna get crushed or something. So there was people that traveled from like all over the world and couldn't get into
Oh,
Oktoberfest.
no. I wonder why this one was so packed than the other years.
I don't
Or it's
know,
just
probably-
getting more popular.
Probably just because the world fucking sucks right now, and people are like, we just need to drink and get it, get the shit out of our
Yeah.
head.
Let's go be happy and
Yeah.
throw some mugs around.
Yeah. But then my brother is coming down.
Yes.
Just booked his ticket.
So exciting.
He has not came to visit us in 3 years. I think they
Yeah.
came the first year, the first
first-
Christmas.
First Christmas.
So we
yeah.
moved in October 2021. I think my family came down December 2021,
Yep.
and he hasn't been back since. So I'm excited for him to come down.
Yeah.
And now we know all the more fun things to do because we'd only been here for like 3 months at the time.
Oh, you guys are gonna have so much fun. You're gonna
Yeah.
be 2 peas in a pod, doing your snorkeling and jumping off of shit and doing all that.
Yes. All right. Yeah. Do you have an Airbnb horror story?
Of course.
All right. Well, let's do it.
Broken glasses, poop in the bed, missing doorknob. You know it's time for Airbnb horror stories.
This will be even better during Halloween.
Exactly. You should get it. You should just record your voice more. Oh, you got a good one.
I need to just record it so I can hit the button. I don't have to do it anytime. So I can do
Sure.
something like this.
Don't fuck with me. Who's that?
That's your Airbnb host.
Don't fuck with me. Like, no, you cannot have an early check-in. Be chopping it up. Just chopped up your reservation.
Boom, boom, choppy, choppy.
This isn't so much like I mean, it's kind of horror story. It is a horror story. So we had a guest.
Okay.
She hasn't even stayed with us yet, and
Oh,
already
shit.
causing problems. To this date, hasn't stayed with us yet. She booked a reservation. Reservation's been on our calendar for quite some time. And you use Airbnb, the platform, quite often to book our trips and places we stay.
Right?
Is it hard to use?
No.
Okay. Just checking.
Yeah. And it's one of those things like, especially if you're booking like a non-refundable one or
Yeah.
one that doesn't have a great refund policy. I read everything.
Everything.
Every little what neighborhood it is, and like I'm looking at the pictures trying to figure out, okay, so you can see this doorway goes, and this one probably goes into this bathroom, and then okay, so that's the back patio
You
that goes
are-
out to the pool. Like I want to know all about it because if there's no refund, there ain't no refund, you know.
Exactly. And I think people don't understand like the time limits. You have up to 30 days before the arrival date to cancel without penalty, or the platform literally breaks it down for you. Hey, if
Yeah.
you cancel today, this is what's going to happen. So anyway, we get this cancellation of this guest that booked, and I usually send some verbiage that says, "Oh, we're sorry you canceled. You know, well, hopefully we can host you some other time. Have a great life. Fuck off." But she messaged back and goes, "Oh my God, I must have canceled this by accident. I didn't mean to cancel." Number one, that seems like a lie.
No, because I haven't canceled a ton of Airbnbs, but most things that you cancel, it's not like cancel oops.
Yeah.
It's like, are you
Oops.
sure? Are you double dog dare sure?
Right.
You
I
know,
think there's a couple steps that it's like, are you going to cancel it? Like, why or something?
Mhm.
There's a couple steps, like you're saying. It's
Yeah.
not just like, boop, I'm done.
yeah.
So she's like, oh, I canceled by accident. And My boss is very skeptical. I believe in people sometimes, but he's taught me not to because he's like, that's a lie. She was trying to get out of her reservation and get her full refund, and she's an idiot and didn't see that she's not going to get her whole refund, and now she wants the reservation back. So it's not that easy. We can't just go, oh, okay, your reservation's reinstated, because we're on the other side of Airbnb too. You're on one side, we're on the other side. They handle the money, the communication, everything, all that is on the platform. So we're like, you're going to have to reach out to Airbnb for the best steps. That's what unless we 100% know how to advise them, call Airbnb, see what they say.
Let them figure it out.
They'll let you know, and they'll let us know if we need to do anything. So she reaches out to them. They're saying that we can refund her so that she can rebook a new reservation if we wanted to, but otherwise, like, she's just going to have to rebook. So they always put it on us. Airbnb's always like, they can do this if they want, but we're not going to. Airbnb's like, we're not going to refund you, but they can if they want to at the end of the day. So we're like, we don't want to refund you because you canceled, and we think you're trying to be sneaky and get out of this reservation.
Right.
So we advise her, just rebook the reservation, a brand new reservation. And then once that reservation clears, once you're here and it clears, then we'll refund the other one partially. It's like 40% because it was, canceled before a month before she got here. So she's like, oh, she's, not trusting us. We're not trusting her. She calls Airbnb. They said we could do it that way. So she rebooks a new reservation. We told her, once your arrival date's here, she's coming like October 26th. Once your arrival date is here, then the money will post, and then we can refund you the other place. This woman has messaged me almost every day, every other day. Hey, are you going to do my refund today? Hey, are you going to do my refund today? Have you heard anything about my refund? Have you heard anything? I'm the person that's doing it for you, ma'am.
I heard.
And you're not here till October 26th. It's the 8th. We got some time. So I know she's probably like, oh, I got double Airbnbs now. My money's tied up. But sorry, you're the idiot that canceled your reservation.
Yeah,
I mean,
by accident.
Right. She hasn't been mean, but she's just being pushy.
Right.
But we're like, she's like, promise me that you'll we're like, it's in writing on the Airbnb platform. We will refund you minus taxes and fees and whatever Airbnb says for your canceled reservation. But we're just waiting. But I don't know. I know I'm gonna hear from her before the 26th.
Okay, so this is not resolved yet.
Nope, it's not done. It's pending. It's on my pending list.
2 questions.
Right.
Can she rebook before you refund her? Like, could she pay again? And I mean, like, could she pay again and book the same dates? And before you refund her?
She already did. It's a brand new
Okay,
reservation.
so she did.
Yeah, she booked a brand new reservation because once the reservation's canceled, you can't open it back up.
Right.
It's like
okay.
done. It's dead.
So why don't you refund her then?
Because we need to wait until she's still in that window.
Oh, gotcha. Okay,
If we
I see what
refund
you're
her
saying.
for the old one, she could still go, oopsies, cancel, and then she's out of her, contract with us with Airbnb. You're supposed to not be refunded within this window, and she was in the window, which some people have before. Oh, I want to cancel, and I thought I was in the time frame.
That's pretty like sneaky thinking. I don't know. Like, I mean, not saying that a lot of people aren't sneaky, but
Right.
like that seems like a big risk to get her money back.
True.
To know, like, I mean, if she's dumb enough to accidentally cancel her reservation,
Yeah.
what plan would she be like? Okay, so I'm gonna rebook it, but I'm gonna wait till they give me the money back, and then I'm gonna cancel this other one, and that just seems like a lot riding on it, because
True.
since she rebooked it, if you guys don't do that, then she's out twice the money,
Yeah,
or double
true.
the money or whatever. But the other thing I would say is I think it's bullshit what Airbnb did, because you guys are saying, okay, we have this money, we're fine with you staying here, but you're gonna have to book a new reservation. If Airbnb was smart, if she's saying, yes, I want the same days and the same place, I just fucked up,
Which I held for her.
yeah,
I did.
why can't, and you guys are fine with her staying there,
Yeah.
why can Airbnb just say, okay, let us just reinstate those days, you've already paid them the money, so we're just going to put you back on the books?
No idea. Airbnb
And if
only
you
does
guys
so
agree
much.
with it,
Right.
you know, like that would just make so much more sense instead of doing this weird money limbo and blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, you know, having to run the transactions twice and everything. Like, that's just
Airbnb
ridiculous.
kind of makes things a little more difficult when it could be easier. And of course, I think they outsource their customer service to wherever across the world.
Right.
So that's
like
another,
Alabama. And, you know,
right.
no.
That's a whole nother process you have to go through. But they always throw it back on the host, and we're like, we literally don't touch the money. We can't do anything. We don't get paid until the day of your arrival, like the check-in time. That's when the money starts processing to us.
Yeah. So it's weird because they're like, a lot of times they'll say, well, you can't cancel. If you cancel it, you won't get your money back. But if you talk to the host and they agree to cancel it and refund you, like Airbnb is like, they can do that.
Right.
So why can't they go, okay, if the host agrees to put you back on the books and just keep the money and, you know, have everything be like it was before,
Yeah.
we'll just put you back on the books. Like that would make
advanced.
too much sense, way too much sense. There must be some reason why, but yeah, that's
I'm
ridiculous.
sure it's like the taxes and fees and everything, because that was their whole big thing. Oh, the taxes and fees have already been processed, and you know whatever. Okay, you can't just process them again. I don't know.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well,
So,
shit.
yeah.
Yep.
So I hope this doesn't put like a bad taste in our mouth ahead of time. But we're a small business.
should
We have to
understand.
protect
Did you say
our
that?
owners. Yeah.
Did
we
you say like, hey, like we're going to do it soon as you know you're within that window? No offense,
Right.
but we want to make sure that we have our bases covered.
She hasn't been mean or like snotty or anything about it. She just kind of like Dory from Finding Nemo. Like, hey, did you process my refund yet? And I'm like, it's still not the
Yeah.
26th. So I don't know if she's a little kooky or what, but
Yeah.
that's a fun one. But I'm learning a lot about the back end of Airbnb and processing.
Oh,
The
yeah.
more
I'm sure.
the more of these we have.
All right. Well, let's get a getting high with the Hansons real quick before we get out of here.
Get high with the Hansons.
Dave's not here, man. All right. So this is a high thought that I had the other night, and I feel stupid about it. I think I know the answer, but I just felt really dumb about it. If you were flying to Australia, how would you get there? I mean, obviously by plane, but I just mean like
Plane.
where would you? Which way do you think you would go, and over what country?
Wrong girl to ask. Geography. I don't know. Don't you always like East Coast way around? Maybe.
See, that is what like when you think about flying somewhere, do you visualize it in your head? Like if I think about when I thought about flying, when I think about our trip to Greece and Egypt, I think about, okay, we flew north up to, what did we go to?
New York.
Yeah,
Did
was
we
it?
fly to New York?
Yeah, was it JFK?
Yeah.
And then JFK over to Athens, and then when we went to Egypt, then we're down to south to Egypt or whatever.
Yeah.
So like when I think about like how I would get somewhere, I'm like thinking about flying. Like, oh, if I went to South Africa, I'd fly east, but from where we are, we'd go and we'd probably cross a couple African countries, but mainly it would just be the ocean.
Yeah.
Right. So when I've always thought about flying to Australia, I've always thought you would go east. You would, because they're, it's such a long flight and it's overnight and, whatever. And it's like 14 hours or something.
It's supposed to be a long one.
So in my brain, I'm thinking, especially when we lived in the States, thinking, okay, you would fly east over the Pacific, down over like maybe like the mid to south part of Africa. And then you'd go and you'd hit Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're looking at the flat map, that's the way you would go.
Yeah.
And then I saw a TikTok the other day, and they were it was like one of those voiceover ones, like, oh, if you're flying, to Australia or whatever, and it shows a plane going around the globe, and they're going west, and they're going over the Pacific and coming around, past Indonesia and like the Southeast Asia, and then coming around to Australia.
That's why it takes so long.
Yeah, but I just in my mental visualization, I never thought about going west. I was always just thinking like, well, you would go east because like if you're looking at the map, it's like the U.S. and then Australia is all the way over to the right.
Yeah.
My dumb ass wasn't thinking about being a fucking globe, and you
Going
could
under.
go the other way.
That's so funny.
But then I wonder, and maybe if anybody's in like the airline industry, they can tell us: is there certain airlines or certain places that you would leave from where, like, if you left from Miami, would you go east? But if you left from California, would you go west or something? Or does everybody go a certain direction because of the airstreams or something like that?
I was going to say that might be the specific routes or the airstreams, or maybe when you're going there, you're coming this way. When you're coming home, you're just a loop around. But I know there's always weird like traffic patterns when we're going to Atlanta or to Florida. It'll take us like all the way up to Maryland and then bring us back down, or vice versa. And we're just like, why would you go all the way here to go there? It doesn't make sense.
Well, and I saw some, that's a big thing with like the flat earthers or whatever, is they use some of that as evidence why the earth is flat, because like the way you would go to, like and maybe this is what you're talking about, like when you're going to Europe, you don't go straight across to Europe. You go up over like Greenland and almost over to Norway or whatever, and you kind of arc over. And they're saying, see, like on a flat map, you would or if the earth was round, you would just go straight. But why do you do an arc? Because the way, if it's flat and like that, the circular flat globe or earth or whatever, that it would make more sense to do that arc if it was flat. And so they're using that. But then I saw some pilots say like, well, no, there's like almost highways in the air, and you have to go through specific patterns and through different like airstreams and stuff like that to go. Sure. So that's the reason. But
have you seen those TikToks where the flat earther guy, like it's like a husband explaining to his wife or like a kid explaining to his mom, like, this is why I think the earth was flat. And she just flips out. Why the fuck would I care if the earth is flat or round? I still have to pay bills. I still have to go to work. I don't give a fuck. Get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah. That's like literally my biggest question. It's not even like, it's very easy
it's not
to disprove these people because like their science doesn't make sense because they're not really thinking about it like a scientist.
Right.
But like the biggest question I would love to ask a flat earther is why? Why would there be a global conspiracy? Yeah, global conspiracy with every scientist and pilot and air traffic controller and everybody? Why would all these people be lying to us? Right. Like, what is the benefit of having it be like round versus flat?
In freaking before kindergarten and preschool, you're learning
the ancient Greeks figured out how to measure the circumference of the Earth, like without fucking planes.
Oh my gosh!
So, but yeah, it's like. But what is the reason? Mm-hmm. Why would they be lying to us? Maybe somebody can tell us. If anybody knows, not that saying you're a flat earther, but if you've heard some of these stories or whatever, what is their reasoning why there would be a big conspiracy to that just makes no sense. It's like saying like, oh, the oceans are actually frozen, but there's a big conspiracy to say that they're all liquid all the way across. It's like really weird. Like why would we lie about that? It makes no sense.
I think people that focus on stuff like that, that's their only focus. They don't have something else to look forward to or something to.
Well, there's a thing with conspiracy theorists where it's usually people that are not quote unquote special in their own lives, and it makes them feel special.
Because you're like part of a group.
I have information that not everybody else has.
Yeah. And you don't believe this? Well, our group does. So you're out of the loop.
Yeah,
I'm in it.
And they like to look down upon people because they feel looked down upon because they might just be an average Joe or whatever, and they feel maybe not important in their own life. Yeah. So they're like, I have the secret information. You don't have it.
And we've watched a couple of those things. I could see where you're going with that. But science will tell you that you're wrong.
Yeah.
And, NASA, all these things that we pour money into and all these people and scientists and education, they're not wrong.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like, wrong. Have you ever seen those TikToks or videos where somebody puts up like somebody's, there's a mirror, like a bathroom mirror, and somebody holds up a towel against it. And the person that's filming is from the side, and you can see the person's full reflection in the mirror.
Yeah.
And so it's like one of those things where it's like, yeah, like, why is it like that? But if you know how science and physics and stuff works, there's a very reasonable explanation. But if you don't understand that, it doesn't make sense to you and you think it's a conspiracy.
Because it's what you don't understand.
Yes. Exactly.
So funny.
Yeah. So if anybody has been to Australia, you could tell us which way you went, if you went west or east, and where you took off from, because I'm very curious.
We should ask Cara.
Oh, yeah,
Neal.
true.
She's an Aussie.
No,
She'll know.
I'm asking the fuckies.
Okay.
I want to know from the fuckies.
The fuckies. Where's Vanessa? Where's Christina? Where's everybody? Tell us.
Where's everybody? Oh, shoot. So, all right. Well, if you'd like to support the podcast, buymeacoffee.com/Hansons on Hiatus. You can buy some virtual beers. HansonsOnHiatus.com. If you'd like to become a monthly fucky supporter, we got the merch shop up there. We got all the links to the podcast. We got the link to K Monito's Instagram. I think we're going to be getting some stickers soon, so maybe we can.
New merch.
Yeah, so maybe we can send, and you can order stickers on our store, but we're trying to get some made, and maybe we can send some out to the fuckies that are the paid fuckies.
And you updated, we're getting new stickers and things because you updated our logo.
Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah, if
now.
you noticed, we did update the logo. Rest in peace, Tiger and Pharaoh.
I know.
But we wanted to give it a little update, and so we put K Monito in the middle, and we, just brushed it up a little bit.
Yes,
So
I like it.
Yes,
A little fresh.
as usual, like, follow, share, subscribe, Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, iTunes, YouTube Music at Hansons on Hiatus. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Happy Friday, fuckers.
Happy Friday, fuckies.
That's it. Thanks for listening. Goodbye for now. Bye.